The one thing I like is that, like, we could come here and talk about our stories or feeling, and no one would judge us. They'll just try to help us through it.
Storytelling is a critical part of humanizing humans. I think stories have a way of saying, I see you. You matter. Your voice matters.
Like, people like ask me these questions a lot. People just like feel my hair and sometimes even make really racist comments. Is this real hair? How do you get it so fluffy? Why is it so nappy?
For me, the hardest thing I've ever had to live with was the death of my grandmother. At a young age, losing someone whom I held dear was very traumatic for me because I saw my grandmother as a second mother.
Chains on my wrist, I can't handle this. I climb that mountain to get turned down. My head's up in the sky, and I can't fly. It's like a rain.
After developing a relationship with God, Keith was able to push to becoming a great motivator.
God, he changed my whole outlook on life, like completely.
Martin Luther King has inspired us, encouraged us to fight and not to sob. We wanted to fight with him because we felt this was our job. If we want to show our equality, we must use all our might and have our courage swarming. We wanted to be free.
The James O. Jesse Desert Highland Unity Center is a parks and recreation center in Palm Springs, California. But it isn't until you step inside that the fullness of life and richness of the history tells the story of an entire community.
Growing up in Palm Springs less than 30 years after Brown versus Board of Education, William Pelham was educated in a time when people were not blatant with their views.
Life is like a joke. A joke is a setup and a punchline. My setup is everybody telling me I can't do it. The punchline is me doing it.
Black Voices Rising means to me, it's a group of people that come to unify as one, and we all work together to make great things.
In the storytelling process, we're determined as Black Voices Rising to stay with the students, to stay with them until they get to the end of their story and not give up just because it gets hard or it gets personal. We make sure we open up their minds to understand this is well beyond just education and just being here, but it's also for their life. That their story is important for everyone to hear now and for the rest of their life.